When investing in the stock market, one must be aware of the many risks that can occur. Indeed, we've seen throughout history and even very recently that financial markets can be very unstable and some events may even lead to a crash. Even though some risks can be prevented, building an efficient and diversified portfolio of stocks may minimize those risks. That's why we have realized our project called Mean and Variance Optimization for a Portfolio of Stocks. The goal of the project was to build an efficient portfolio to maximize the return on an equity portfolio. Our portfolio was based on the Markowitz theorem, which tells us that an efficient portfolio is through the optimization of the average variance, a portfolio with the lowest risk for a given expected return. So first of all, in order to build our portfolio, we needed to collect some data. To do so, we've decided to use the Bloomberg terminal to collect the data from the S&P 500 index. We took the last price traded for each stock over the past 5 years on a weekly basis, and we also decided to include the dividends. Then, to be able to work on this historical data, we imported it on Excel using a VBA API. Then we went on to compute the return for each stock, the expectation, the variance, and finally, the covariance matrix. Finally, we would get the weights with the restraints that we've put on them, such as the sum of the weights must be equal to 1, and we decided not to include any negative weights. Then we would display the weights to the user, which can now see how much to invest on each stock. Finally, we've decided that the user wouldn't invest more than 30% of his total capital in one sector in order to have the most diversified portfolio as possible and to avoid the risks stated previously.